back to another episode of Last Day on Earth Survival, and welcome to update 1.7.5. That is right, it is out, and also a little side note, we have been raided, as you can see there. We'll talk about that a little bit, but for now, without further ado, let's hop in and talk about the dev blog. Despite the customs and traditions of the post-apocalyptic world, our main character doesn't forget to celebrate the most significant holiday of the gone civilization. So, if the New Year time is gone, why not celebrate the Chinese one? No matter whether you know how to celebrate it or not, our new characters will help you to figure out everything and have fun. You're about to discover a new location called Silent Abode and find a way to it with the help of a four-legged friend. Yes, a dog has been added to the game. It will lead you to a worldly wise old man who is desperate for help. Turn on flashlights, make fires in order to banish a terrifying monster who follows you from the dark. And you'd better do it as fast as possible because light is the only thing which frightens the monster. Don't forget to visit a retired survivor for a friendly talk. He always has some work to earn good money for, so if you haven't managed to get a full ceremonial set during Mulan quest, don't worry, you still have a chance to do it. And there you guys can see the screenshots of the firework event, which we'll be showing off here in just a second. The Chinese New Year and flashlights are inseparable concepts in the mix of the post-apocalyptic setting, and pyrotechnics can provide a double profit. Manage to reach the special location, and don't forget to take a torch if you don't want to miss fun. But if you fail packing, a torch can be found there as well. Holiday prizes and rewards will be available for exchange for valuable items, experience envelopes, and of course treats with bonuses at the dealer, because the dealer has been revamped, as you guys can see from that little screenshot, where it's got the cool little Chinese New Year theme going, and there's actually a second person present at at the dealer thing. But small reminder, in order to get in touch with the dealer, assemble a radio. So I don't know if that means if you can actually contact the dealer and be like, yo, what you want me to bring through the radio? If so, that would be amazing. Or if you simply need to build a radio before the dealer will spawn in. Hopefully we can get to the bottom of that. And number 2, the ceremonial set in Guangdao will stay in the game while other items will disappear, so don't stick on stocking them. One more important thing which should be mentioned, a dog appearing in the game doesn't mean you can make it your pet. The possibility of a four-legged friend will be added later. So the dog is in the game, but we won't be able to have it as our pet yet. But what this probably is serving as is kind of like a test to make sure all the dog mechanics are working properly, kind of like how they've done in the past with like the smugglers event, with a Halloween event. With all these events, they usually end up testing some new mechanics, kind of like how the flare gun was testing setting things on fire. So this is probably testing the dog, making sure all goes well, and then hopefully we'll be able to actually have our own pet in the future, which would be amazing. Thank you for being interested in the work we do. Stay tuned for the information about future updates in our official communities. Dear Android users, the update is coming to Play Market within 1 to 2 days, so it is out on iOS first for the time being. And I actually have a bit of a hypothesis on why this might be, so I did a little bit of a research. Quick little side note before we dive in. Did a little bit of a research, and apparently the Play Store is actually blocked in China, and this is the Chinese New Year event, and the past 2 updates, including the last update, was also kind of came to iOS first. So it makes me wonder if potentially maybe it's only iOS is only getting these updates first because of the Chinese New Year emphasis. We'll have to see moving forward, but that's a little hypothesis I had that I wanted to voice right there. And without further ado, boom, let's hop in to some gameplay. Now this, unfortunately, because I do have Android and I do not have an iOS, we are going to be watching Doomers. There you can see the dog popping on in. He will spawn at your base, and then you can follow him over here to the Silent Abode, which is where the old man will be. You can see once you are arrived there, you can roll on in. The pupper will be there, and he will take you to the old lonely elder who has a set of quests for you, kind of like Mulan had before. I think one involves getting some lanterns, one involves getting some tasty meals, and one involves lighting fires. Here you can see NIAN, which is that new boss that I was talking about, which looks like the blind one slash the big one, kind of, with who's a little bit reskinned, and from what Doomers is doing here, is not able to do any damage to him. So I wonder if there's gonna be some kind of a way where we can actually take him on, but for the time being it's not possible. You can see him running around a little bit here, getting to these fires. You can see it takes 3 wood to light each fire. You're gonna need 15 total, because you have to light 5 fires in total. You can see the dogs out there kind of like barking at Nian, just like, go away, Nan, nah, yeah, hey. You'll get a chest if you do his quest. I'm guessing the quests are gonna be the same 3 quests most times, because there's only like 5 fires, the lanterns you can hang, that type of stuff. And there you have the tasks. You get a similar thing kind of as you got to Mulan. You can go to most of these locations locations, and you will be able to find the whatchamacalls, the things that you require from chests, kind of like how you're able to do with Mulan. And a link to Doomer's original video, if you do want to watch it in its originality, will be in the description down below, just so you guys can check that out. And I'm really excited because hopefully it will come out tomorrow, and then we ourselves can dive in. I spent like an hour or two this morning trying to, like, whatchamacall, I was trying to get like an iOS emulator to work on my computer, but dude, iOS emulators, they weren't meant to be, obviously, unless you guys know of like an awesome one I could use. And there you can see the firework field, which is the other area that you can go to. That is where you'll be able to light fireworks using torches. There will actually be torches there provided for you if you decide to go on over there, and then there should be rewards as well of that variety. You can see Doomers over here packing the proper materials to make sure that all is well. But I'm very excited to hear what you guys gotta say about the 1.7.5 update, what you guys will be doing, how y'all will be participating, what's your favorite part, what you're looking the most forward to, and all that jazz in the comment section down below. Reminder that comes with the way into the week of $25 iTunes/Play Store gift card giveaway. And I'll go ahead and finish my little spiel here in a sec, because we acquired the firework field. You can see you get 3 torches. There are the crates with fireworks. You gotta hit them with the torch to go ahead and light those puppies on fire. You will be able to kite all of these dudes, but unfortunately it does look like you can kite everyone. Looks like sometimes they go back to protecting their chests, because that's what they do. They kind of surround a chest. You can see, I think there's like 3 to 4 I think there's 4 chests on the map and right around 4 fireworks on the map. You can see that there's Jiangxi on the map, and then a couple of the bigger guys. I wasn't able to see how much more health that the bigger guys have, but you can see that you can then you can kill these guys normally too, but the fireworks are just very helpful. You can see some of the loot that's being acquired, including actually some of the fish stuff that whatchamacall, that the guy wanted for his quest. So that's actually kind of handy. You can head on over here, and that is actually a frozen bloater that you are fighting, not just the Jiangxi. But you can see that you do get lanterns, you do get fish, you do get that type of jazz from this event, which is going to be pretty helpful, because instead of having to go to like normal areas, you can head to these areas and get yourself some holiday items. I believe one of the holiday items actually allows you to do critical hit damage with long-range weapons. I think they brought that back from the Christmas event, just with a Chinese New Year type of feel. And now that he's heading over to the chopper real quick, wanted to finish that spiel. We all can enter it at that $25 iTunes/Play Store gift card giveaway. In addition to that, comment down below. All you gotta do is make sure to hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed, and boom, you entered in on this video. It happens every week. What happens is we'll pick a random video from the past week. When Saturday rolls around, we will pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be the Vina. Yeah, I love Vina. Oh no, hold on, that took a turn. That took a weird turn, man. But that will be announced, and y'all can enter on every Last Day on Earth video. That's where the notification bell is actually pretty handy, not just so you guys know when a new video goes up and so you guys can enter in on it, but also because I always like to keep y'all absolutely as up to date as possible with Last Day on Earth. You can see that it appears that the Chinese New Year event, at least with the old man, will be lasting for right around 2 weeks, and I'm guessing the firework field will work similarly, in addition to the dealer probably lasting for that long. That would probably be my best guess for how it's going to go down. There you can see the holiday gold bar. And what it's actually useful for is trading with the dealer, because what it will allow you to do is the dealer, which you will see a little bit later in this video, probably in like a minute or two, but the dealer has a second little buddy with him of the Chinese New Year dealing variety, and he works kind of in a similar way to how the Christmas event worked, to how the Halloween event worked, where you can turn in holiday items to him, you gain points, and then you can utilize those points to whatchamacall, knock out some bada bing, English is hard, knock out some of the things. Yeah, y'all know what I mean, hopefully, and maybe when we get to the dealer, I'll remember where that thought was going, because that thought just totally got derailed. And you can see here, Doomers is heading on over to the dealer, and once we arrive here, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, where there are 2 people. There's the dealer, the supply officer, who you can supply with some of these items. You can get different things there, dumplings, and the I think it's some sort of a soup or something of the variety. So the red envelope gives you 300 experience points. The Tang Yuan, or Tang Yuan, however that's pronounced, when used, there's a chance to inflict critical damage with a long-range weapon for 10 minutes. And finally, of course, you have the dumplings, which increase the amount of produced ore and tree for 10 minutes. So pretty useful stuff there. It's kind of, again, I think it's like a lot of the similar items, similar effects that we were seeing from the prior holiday events. I'm guessing every time that the holiday season rolls around, this is something that Kafir will probably try to bring back into play along those lines. And of course, the Chinese supply officer is looking freaking swagalicious, man. Look at that dude with his full Chinese armor and that type of stuff. Pretty dope. And finally, it's a time to head on back to the Silent Abode, where you should be able to turn in all of the quests with the halibut, or I don't even know if that's halibut, but with the fish, you can hang the lanterns over here, and then finally just take a wee bit of that wood, light yourself some fires, talk to the old man, and then hopefully you'll be able to get some good stuff over there from that hither chest, or some type of jazz like that. And I'm very excited to start doing this on my own, because I've actually already seen some people supposedly even get whatchamacall. I've heard some people actually get steel plates and similar items, which would be very exciting for us. You can see the reward, and you can see you got some aluminum, some oak logs, nothing super crazy, but aluminum plates and oak is definitely useful stuff, and it's going to be working in a similar fashion where you can return every 24 hours to do it. And we haven't seen, like, as soon as I'm able to do this, I'm going to try and figure out a way and see if NIAN is actually possible to kill, and that's something I'd love to hear from you guys as well. If you guys have any leads, any hints as to how that possibly might happen, I would love to hear that in the comment section down below, because at the time being, that is kind of the big ticket item that I'm going to be trying to figure out, because I would absolutely love to be able to take him out and hopefully drop some sort of a trophy or something like that. Or maybe what might happen as well, this is another hypothesis of mine that I have, is that as time continues going on during this event, I'm guessing that maybe we'll have an opportunity to do like a specific boss battle with them, or maybe after we do enough errands for the old guy, maybe you'll eventually be like, all right, today's quest, defeat NIAN, and then NIAN will have some sort of a maybe he won't be as invulnerable or something like that. But I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments, any ideas regarding that and any suggestions that maybe you yourselves might stumble across. Hopefully together we can get to the bottom of this and start doing some hardcore jazz, dude, like straight out of Utah jazz, man. That's how we're gonna be rolling. But with that, that is a little preview of the 1.7.5 update from my side. Those of you on iOS, have amazing fun with it. Can't wait to hear from you guys. Report back here with any infos that you got, and I'm very excited to hop into it myself, show it off to you guys, and hopefully maximize some strategies and make sure that we are doing very well. I already got some wood over here. Hopefully we get some pantalones from him so we could actually finish off our ceremonial Chinese New Year armor, which would be absolutely amazing. And of course, let's just go ahead and put the last couple of things away here. Let's grab a couple of things as we prepare ourselves, because if you guys, we got raided. We can't let that go unpunished. No, absolutely not. There will be punishment, and it will be dished out upon those who dare raid us. However, I do need to currently dish out some punishment to my stomach, because I am a hungry lad who needs some food in his tummy. There you go. We can munch on a little bit of that roasted turkey. Let's get ourselves a little bit of that water over here in that tummy. And from there, we should be looking good. But I'm very excited for this update. I'm very excited to hear what you guys got to say. And I really hope that they don't keep on doing iOS. Like, it's awesome for those of you guys who have iOS, but y'all got to understand, I freaking love spreading some of that YouTube cheer, boys. All right, and if I can't do it as firsthand unless I figure out this iOS emulator shenanigans. If iOS is getting the updates first, but nonetheless, I'm very happy for those of y'all with iOS. Have fun with this update and go flexing on us Android peasants for these past 2 updates. I kid. None of us are peasants. We're all absolutely fan-freaking-tastic lads. Why don't we toss out that water bottle? We ain't in no need for that. Let's head on over to Nice Try XD's base. I feel like this, I don't know about this, man. This guy's name makes it seem like his base is gonna be hard to raid. Cause it's kind of like, yeah, nice try. Tried to raid my base, and I gotta get some vengeance on this dude, man. You don't taunt me like that with your name, nice try, capital X, capital D. I will not allow such shenanigans. The only shenanigans that are allowed are adorable puppy shenanigans, because puppies are adorable. It's looking like it might actually be a pretty open base design. Yep, okay, well, I suppose the big question now is, I smell awful, and hopefully we can find where his good stuff is. Talk about I mean, we don't know if it's gonna be lackluster yet, but it definitely seems like it's gonna be lackluster. But don't judge a book by its cover, man. Sometimes things take magical turns, and today we're gonna be investigating those turns and Wowzers, this is gonna be rough, isn't it? Well, our raids used to be going really good, and now the last couple raids have definitely started taking a turn for sweet mama bejesus. The worst. This is really trash. Like, this is extra okay, a little bit of redemption there, I guess. Whoa, 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 whoa. I see you, floater bloater. Get out of here. No, 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 no. Y'all gotta go. I gotta take out the fast biters first. Also, some of you guys ever wonder what that noise I made? If you guys ever wonder what that is, it's a reference to the greatest character of all time, to Futurama, to Dr. Zoidberg. God, I love that doctor. If I could have, He's the reason I wanted to be a doctor when I was a child. He's also the reason that I wanted to be a giant lobster, squid, crab thing. I'm not 100%. You know what I mean, though. He was an inspiration for my childhood. And let's go back to focusing on the raid because this is really, really bad. Wow, this is just. I don't even know. Why you do this game? Why you do this? What did I do to you? Like, he took a pistol and a couple of things from me. Could I at least get a pistol back? That way, I don't know. I mean, we got some aluminum bars, so that's nice. But if I could get a pistol back, that'd be pretty nifty. Because then at least I could put that pistol outside and use it for future sacrifices. And that lead me to people's bases who hopefully have stuff for me to yeet. Because right now, I am not gonna yeet anything from here. Absolutely nothing to be yeeted. Which makes me sad. Like, I don't think he even has a workbench, which is actually a pretty concerning sign, because workbenches are pretty necessary to make, like, plates and stuff. And this guy, it's, I mean, we got some armor, I suppose. We got some fuel, some gold bars. I guess I'll take some of these nuts. I guess you can never go wrong with some nuts. This is gonna be painful, ain't it? Oh, look at that. He left a tree growing here. How nice. How naturistic-y. Nothing in there. Probably not. I might as well check the outskirts. You know, maybe he's got like a hidden little chest in the corner, but I doubt it. Wowzers, man. This is rough. Game, last a day. I command you to give me good raids again. All right, this ain't good. This is poopy. This is as poop-tastic as tastic can be. I don't like it, man. Hurts my feelings. Hurts my feelers and stuff. Why you do this? Woo! Go away, fast biters. No, 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 no. Hopefully I got the AK to finish dealing with these guys. Luckily, the AK does a ton of damage, so I don't know. It doesn't break as easily because it does so much more damage than a fully modded M16, but for that third and final wave, man, I don't know how we're gonna survive. Hopefully we have a silenced weapon here somewhere from the massive unboxing we did last episode. I don't want to use the VSSs. I like storing those things. Those are actually really good weapons, not just for the fact that they're silenced. Might as well take the wrench because why not, dude? We already, hey, there we go, fully modded Glock. That'll work perfectly. But yeah, that unboxing, if you guys didn't see the last episode, hot diggity dog, where there are a lot of things being open. Now then, where is our thing of the chopper vehicular transport variety? There you are. It's exactly what I was needing right now. Why don't we actually pour some of the ague? Hold on, I'll put that there for a sec then. Pour some of the ague. And then probably toss that out, pour some of that gas, and hey, dude, I guess it's kind of like a gas station. You know, it's like a free gas station at the worst case. So you know, we gotta look at the bright side. Just so happens that the bright side today is ridiculously dark, but still, there's still a little bit of brightness in there. You just gotta really squint. Gotta really squint to see it. And I don't even know which of these chests might potentially be good at this point. I think he just randomly puts random stuff in each chest. There's no rhyme or reason to anything, really. I guess I could grab some scrap metal. I'm running a little bit low on that, I guess. I'm really grasping at straws here for what we should grab because there really isn't a lot of good stuff for us to grab. Let's see if maybe this is by the chopper. It'll have some goodies like engine parts and whatnot. I doubt it, dude. Like, okay. Get a little bit better. I'll actually come back to that chest. I'll grab the katana. You, sir, deserve all the vitamin P on this land because I'm sorry, but you just make me feel bad with this raid. Like, oh, we still gotta go back home and assess the damages to our own base. We haven't even done that. Kind of worried now, but these connecting rods will be a great stockpile for the future. And I know connecting rods currently are only for the acid bath, but listen, right? Do you remember how much of a pain it was to finish the acid bath? It wouldn't surprise me if we have to use them for something else in the future, because like their item description kind of hints towards them being used for like an engine, something like that. So there's a pretty okay chance that maybe we'll be using them for some kind of an upcoming vehicle. God, I wish you didn't put those engine parts into there. And God, I wish you had good loot. Hopefully this AK can break, and then we can switch over to the modded Glock, which will free up a little bit of inventory room. Hello! Let's start dealing with these guys. This AK is definitely gonna go, and when it does, we must switch over very quickly. Oh my God, we are getting swamped. Don't you dare strip me naked, you sickos. I hate being naked for the toxic abominations. Because A, it's weird, and B, I don't like it. I don't like it. My dude was he's so innocent. He was trying to chop down a tree over here. That's why auto mode is poopy. Well, I guess there's another one of these we could grab. Honestly, I'm valuing this blue tape pretty highly at this point. That's some of the best. That's some nails too. There's not a lot of good stuff to be had here, boys, but gotta find the good stuff that you can. Like, this guy has no organ. I think he literally just every time he had to put something away, he didn't even try to like put it into an existing chest. He just made a new chest. So every time he had ventured out, came back home, he's like, oh, well, that's full. New chest. Everything goes in there. To be fair, I kind of do potentially do similar things, but still, I got a hell of a lot of stuff that I got to put away. So cut me a little bit of slack and cut me a little bit of please heal up. Didn't realize I was at 11 health. I guess we could get some gold. Here we got the pistol at least, so I might as well swap out the almost broken sledgehammer for that. That'll be pretty good. I'll get those thumb drives there. We can probably open up 2, maybe 3 more of these, and I mean, we have 4 potential ones to open. I'm not gonna be feeling cheated. I'm not gonna be feeling gypped regardless of which one I open, because they're all pretty freaking lackluster. But hey, you know, I respect that. This dude, he's been on his grind, he's been on his hustle, he's trying to make his way up, make his way downtown. I can't bag on him for that. I just wanted more loot. That is kind of the part that I'm bagging myself on for being fooled, bamboozled into thinking that this would be a promising. I mean, we got a little bit of bars, but for a revenge raid, it's pretty hard to go wrong with, really. All right then. Now the important question: what? That chest or this chest? YOLO. You know what? This one, like, this had some redeemingly okay stuff. Might as well. I'll leave the one medkit behind. I don't really know what I'd want to drop for a single medkit. Goodbye 2 yellow tickets. Just remembered, I have a bajillion yellow tickets back at home. Let's see if this has anything. If this is the straw that breaks the big one coming to find me's back. No, I don't think so. I don't hear any noise. Oh, we got that last little sliver. Okay, so let's be ready to kind of swap some stuff out. Hey, let's equip some more armor. And let's just be ready for the items that we would want to potentially give up should we find something good in here. I usually like to put them all in the last column here, so they're kind of like easy, you know, like very close movement, if that makes sense. Honestly, I wouldn't mind the weapon parts either. If there's something promising. If there isn't, hell nah, I'm getting out of here with the weapon parts. I'm using that to freaking lure in the next survivor, and hopefully he has a better base back at home, and goodbye. Not waiting for the big one to catch up to me. No, sirree. I'm gonna have to deal with the big one. Well, I don't know. Is the NIAN in the video we were watching earlier? I don't know if that's a reskinned big one or a reskinned blind one. I'm kind of bamboozled because they're both they both have the word the and the word one in them. One just happens to be blind and slightly more messed up, so it's a weird predicament. And luckily we're back up to 4 threat of attack. Just the other day we went down to 3, which was bad. And oh my god, did we just automatically teleport home? That base disappeared in an instant. That was some like that's some Houdini type of stuff going on. Hot diggity dog. Yeah, but let's go home, actually assess the damages a little bit, maybe see if a motorcycle event decides to pop up. If not, meh. If so, yeah. I don't, yeah. I don't know. No, I do like motorcycle events because we have the chance of getting the scuba mask there. And the scuba mask is a pretty big deal because I don't have it. And I want things that I don't have. You know, hashtag life or something. I don't know. I want what I can't have. And here you can see this is where we give to the raiders what they can have. All right, I don't know if they want this, a half-broken pistol and some weapon parts, but so be it. That's the offering. Now, where did they break into today? Did they just break through the level 1 wall? They broke one level 2. They broke up. You can see, dude, I'm telling you, they prioritize breaking level 1 walls and opening up every section. Because think about it, like, all these sections are quote-unquote open. But let's say if I add one wall right there, then that would be a closed, quote-unquote closed section, because the raiders can't see what's inside, and it would probably make them want to break into it. So I don't know, dude. It makes a lot of sense to me. Maybe it doesn't to you guys, but it does make sense to me. And is that actually... Hold on, what kind of walls are these? I can't tell if those were old stone walls. I actually think that those might have been old stone walls. Not 100% sure. But they did only break through one level 3 wall, so that's a good sign. They never break in on the east side, dude. It is very, very weird. For whatever reason, they will only break into stone walls up north, which I don't understand, but... so be it, dude. I'm not complaining, because the east definitely has way more loot for us to go and be protective of. But for now, let's actually go be a bit protective of this loot. Make sure that we're putting that stuff away. But you can see, I mean, the best parts of that raid, probably the 2 aluminum bars and 3 wrenches. We have 4 because I just grabbed the one from our inbox that we got. And, yowzes. That's rough. I think I need update 1.7.5 to come because we're kind of in a bit of a dry spell for these raids. So we gotta do something that maybe will give us a little bit of luck, a little bit extra loot, and hopefully defeating NIAN in some way. I don't know how it would be possible. Maybe you have to hit him with like a flare gun. It did say he's afraid of light. And fire produces light, so maybe something with that. Oh, goodbye, healer. Literally just saw him run off. But I think it's a great point for us to actually go ahead and end this video off. Again, if you guys want to check out the original video that I used and in its entirety, you can check out Doomerus's video. Should be a link in the description. Go and do that if you do want that. But other than that, 1.7.5, please enter my phone quickly so we can go and do those shenanigans on our own and have even more shenanigans during the shenanigans. Shenaniganception. That's what we need in our lives. But that's gonna do it for me for now. Best of luck to you guys on iOS with the new Chinese New Year event. Best of luck to all y'all Android and me, and hopefully getting this thing very soon and diving into it as well. Best of luck to everyone enjoy the Chopper Squadron. Best of luck with your raids. I don't know if my luck means much at this point because our luck has been very bad these last couple of days. So you know what? I'm sacrificing my luck so you guys have better luck. So best of luck to you guys on that, and it's best of luck and have absolutely a fan-freaking-tastic day of the most amazing variety. Thank you guys all ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.